any of that.
And yet, Maggie, I mean, we heard Vice President-elect Pence coming forward and saying, you know, we're going to be tough on this when we take office. And yet, there's plenty of people on Team Trump, on the transition team, who publicly, you know, are echoing exactly what Donald Trump is saying.
But you have a split in Donald Trump's camp, and as you have at various points throughout his campaign and his transition, there are some people, such as Michael Flynn, who are very mistrustful of elements of the intelligence community, and then you have other people who, even if they feel that way, do not see the upside in this public fight with the agencies that he's going to be overseeing as president, and don't see how ultimately this is serving him well. You saw them name Dan Coats, the former senator from Indiana, who has a relationship with Mike Pence, as the head of the office of the Director of National Intelligence. That move was meant to signal that they're not doing a wholesale change, at least right away. But it's not clear exactly how many people are going to hear it that way, because there are these conflicting signals coming out. And again, what Trump himself says, as you know, on any given day can change the next day.
Michael, I mean, again, you spoke to him earlier today before this briefing, but I got to say, I mean, you know, we've seen a lot of tweets from President-elect Trump. I was surprised by this morning's tweet where he's going, I think it was 2 tweets about the ratings for The Apprentice and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, I mean, maybe I'm the only one, but it just seems to me incredible that the President-elect cares about the ratings of a TV show, a stupid TV show he used to be on that now somebody else is on, that he's still the executive producer of.
Well, I mean, and it was an odd series of tweets because, of course, he was condemning and mocking the show that he himself is the producer of, and so there's lots of conspiracy theories on Twitter. Well, maybe he's trying to goose the ratings by creating kind of controversy around it. But look, I mean, the thing about Donald Trump's tweets that we as the media have to recognize is that they fall into different categories, and we should apply the same news judgment that we do to everything that a president says. And when he tweets about things that are not important, we should, you know, mention them or not and move on to something else. And when he tweets about something that is important, like, you know, Russia, like nuclear weapons or Russia or something that legitimately qualifies as news, we should report the hell out of it.
But doesn't it say something? I mean, maybe he's trying to distract people. Maybe he's trying to goose ratings. I don't know. But to me, it says something about the man that he's about to assume the most important. He's about to be the most powerful guy on the planet, and he seems to genuinely care about the ratings of a TV show.
Well, look, and I think that's a legitimate question, and we should, and we should, as a country and as reporters, hold him to, you know, what in fact is he doing to get ready to be to be president. But let's not go too far, right? I mean, all president-elect have other interests. I mean, President Obama watches ESPN a lot. I mean, you know, it's not like you can expect a person to be.
Right, but okay, Meg, I don't know though of anybody who's ever been president or who has is such a raw nerve of emotion that is so clearly visible to everybody, whether it's anger or jealousy or pride or boastfulness. You know, he called himself a ratings juggernaut, I think, today, or a ratings machine or something in one of those tweets.
Something like that.
I mean, I don't think it matters, but I do think it is it's a mirror to who this person is.
Right, I mean, I think we've never had a Twitter presidency before, and we've certainly never had this kind of a cross-section view of a president's brain, which ultimately is what Twitter is for him. What it says to me is that, I mean, you're only surprised by this, I think, and I hear everything you're saying, but I think one is only surprised by this if we weren't following this campaign that just took place, or if we expected him to be different somehow when he. This is who he is. These are the kinds of tweets we have seen him do throughout. Remember, we spent days on the Elisa Machado tweets during the campaign. This is not a huge surprise, and he is, for better or worse, somebody, as Michael says, who does have other interests and who is enormously proud of the life he had before this campaign.
Right.
It includes The Apprentice.
All right, we got to leave there. I appreciate all of you. Sorry, we're short.